All right, so we're going to simplify these numbers, and all I need to do is put them into the calculator. So I've got, for number 7, the cubed root of 27 squared. So I'm just going to put that in the calculator. Cubed root is math. And then I'll just put in 27 squared. I think math 4 is the cubed root. Alright, so math number 4 is the cubed root. And then I'll just put in 27 squared. Alright, and then I'll hit enter, and that is the number. It's 9. Alright, so if it says to simplify, that means I'm just going to put the number. I just enter it into the calculator. So this is 4 to the 3/2 power. So I'm going to do 4, and then I'm going to hit this up, the caret, to make it go up for an exponent, and the exponent is a fraction, so I'm going to hit alpha y equals, and then it was, I think it was 3/2. Yeah, 3/2 power. So I'll just do 3 over 2, and then hit enter, and my answer is 8. Alright, and now I have numbers and variables. It says to rationalize the denominator in number 9. So I could do, I've got h divided by 4, so that's going to be 2. Alright, and then my x is just going to be x. Alright, but now to rationalize the denominator, I'm going to multiply the top and bottom. Alright, I don't want to have a radical in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply the numerator by square root of 5 and the denominator by the square root of 5. So I get 2x times radical 5, and then I've got 5 times 5, that would be the square root of 25, right? You multiply what's underneath, and then the square root of 25 is 5. So I'll go ahead and just make that into 5. And that is my final answer. And then now for number 10, I've got the same base, right, as x. So the base stays the same, and then I'm going to, if I'm multiplying, I add my exponents. So I'm going to take 1/4 plus 1/8. I'll do that on my calculator. Alright, so alpha y equals, to get a fraction, hit enter. Then I'm going to do 1/4, arrow over, and then that's, I'm adding. If you multiply exponents, you're going to add them together. So 1/4 plus 1/8. So I'll do alpha y equals to get my fraction, and then that's 1/8, and I'll hit enter. So that would be 3/8. So this would be x to the 3/8. And then for number 11, I'm going to take everything to the 1/3 power. Or negative 1/3 power. So I'm going to simplify on the inside first. All right, if there's anything I can do here, I can do it. And there's nothing, this doesn't reduce. So I'll just go ahead and make everything to the negative 1/3 power. So that would be 27 to the negative 1/3 power. That would be x. And then now if you have a power of a power, remember you multiply. So that would be negative 2 times negative 1/3. So I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 1/3. I'll hit enter, and so that is a positive 2/3. So x to the positive 2/3. And then now my denominator, I'm going to do 5. That would be 5 to the negative 1/3. And then that would be y. And again, I'm going to take a power of a power, so I'm going to multiply 3 times negative 1/3. 3 times negative 1/3. 1/3. I'll hit enter, so I get negative 1 for that one. So y to the negative 1 power, okay? And then now I'm just going to simplify this. Basically, I can't have negative exponents. So if I take 27 to the negative 1/3 power, all right, that would be 27, oops, clear, I'm just going to do that on my calculator, 27 to the negative, oh, I want to have a very, it's 1/3, so I'm going to make that over a fraction, so negative 27 to the negative 1/3, all right, and then I can make that into a fraction. I'll just do math, enter, enter, so that is 1/3, 27 to the negative 1/3 power is 1/3, all right, made this, the cubed root of 27 is 3, all right, the cubed root of 27 is 3, and then this minus, put it into my denominator, so there's my 1/3 for the 27 to the negative 1/3 power. And then my x to the 2/3, well, that is already positive, so I'll leave it up there. And then now I have 5 to the negative 1/3 power, so that would go up into my numerator. So I have 5 to the positive 1/3 power. And then also the y is to the negative 1, so that y would go into the numerator. Okay? And everything is, I have all positive exponents, so I'll go ahead and just leave it like that. All right? And then now I've got x to the 1/6 to the 3/2. Remember, you multiply these together. If you have a power of a power, it would be x, and then I'm going to take 1/6 times 3/2. So alpha y equals is 1/6 times 3/2. Oops.